So let us discuss Van 't Hoff factor once again. Now we know that the substance which is being used as solute in the solution, if it undergo dissociation or association, then number of particle in the system is going to decrease, that is going to change. With change in number of particles, the colligative property is going to change. With change in colligative property, the calculated mass, that is the observed molecular mass, will come to be different from the normal molecular mass, that is it comes to be abnormal. So what is the importance of Van 't Hoff factor? So importance of Van 't Hoff factor that it take into account the abnormality in the calculation, so that the observed molecular mass becomes equal to normal. The observed molecular mass becomes equal to normal. So colligative property, which in turn affects the molecular weight, get affected by its number. Hence the Van 't Hoff factor comes into play to explain that how the abnormal molecular mass can be converted into normal molecular mass. That is how we can remove the abnormality in the calculation. Now Van 't Hoff factor, which is represented by I with respect to molecular weight, remember with respect to molecular weight, I is equal to N by O. With respect to molecular weight, I is equal to N by O. That is, I is equal to normal molecular weight upon the observed molecular weight. Normal molecular weight upon the observed molecular weight. With respect to colligative property, so with respect to colligative property, I is equal to O by N, that is observed colligative property upon the normal colligative property. So already I've discussed in the previous video that how the Van 't Hoff factor is calculated, expressed, and what is the importance. Again I'm doing it. Now we are discussing it with respect to the associating particles. The previously we have done with respect to dissociating substances. So in the previous video I have dealt with the Van 't Hoff factor with respect to the dissociating substance. Now I am dealing it with respect to associative substance. So I'm just briefing it that what is Van 't Hoff factor. The Van 't Hoff factor, which is represented by I, it is equal to N by O with respect to molecular weight, normal upon observed. With respect to colligative property, it is O by N, observed colligative property upon the normal colligative property. Let us apply this Van 't Hoff factor to those substances which associate in the solution. Those which associate in the solution. So let's apply Van 't Hoff factor for associating substances. Now associating substances like methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, formic acid, acetic acid, etc. Now if I discuss in case of acetic acid, what happens? In case of acetic acid, in the solution, two molecules associate together through formation of hydrogen bond. What happens? This is one molecule, C, CH3, C double bond O, OH. C, CH3, CH3, C double bond O, OH. It is CH3, C double bond O, OH. Now we know that electronegativity of oxygen is more as compared to carbon. Therefore oxygen is partial negative, carbon is partial positive. Out of oxygen and hydrogen, electronegativity of oxygen is more, it is partial negative, hydrogen is partial positive. Same is with other molecule also. So when one molecule comes in contact with the other, due to difference in the charges, they associate. This H forms hydrogen bond with this oxygen. This H forms hydrogen bond with this oxygen, which means through these H bonding, two molecules associate. Through H bonding, two molecules associate. Which means if number of particle, if we say that since two molecules become one, due to H bonding, since two molecules become one, therefore if there are n molecules in the system, they will become n by 2. We are discussing the application of Van 't Hoff factor for those substances which associate. So since it associate due to formation of H bond, we say that since 2 molecule becomes 1 through association, therefore n molecule will become n by 2. So if total number of particles are n, it will become n by 2 because of the association. Let us consider it taking an example. What is the normal case? What is the observed case? Now number of particle, if number of particle normally it should be n, because of the association the observed particle would be n by 2. The observed particle would be n by 2. Since 2 particles associate to form 1, if there are n particles, observed would be n by 2. If number of particle is decreasing, definitely also the colligative property. So if colligative property should be C, the observed value would be C by 2. Since number of particle is becoming half, therefore colligative property is becoming half. Now in the formula, colligative property is in the denominator. We have already discussed. In the formula, colligative property is in the denominator. Therefore, if colligative property becomes half, then molecular weight becomes twice. Since in the formula, let me discuss the formula also. As the example goes, in all this, may it be osmotic pressure, may it be depression of freezing point, may it be elevation of boiling point, in all the cases the colligative property is in the denominator. So if colligative property becomes half, then the molecular weight becomes twice. That's what I'm saying. If this colligative property, if it becomes half, molecular becomes twice. So let us continue. So I said if number of particles should be n, because of association it will become half. Colligative property is C, it will become half. If colligative property become half, I said, therefore if molecular mass should be m, it will come to be twice 2m. So if I apply the Ventov factor to it, so I is equal to n by O. I is equal to n by O with respect to molecular weight. The normal molecular weight is m. The observed molecular weight is 2m. Therefore, I comes to be 1 by 2. If I keep it with respect to colligative property, it is O by n. Observed colligative property upon normal. So observed is C by 2. Normal is C. Again, I comes to be 1 by 2. That is for acetic acid, value of I is half. For acetic acid, value of I is half. So if I conclude Ventov factor, we can say that those substances for dissociating substances, those substances which dissociate in the solution, those substances which dissociate for dissociating substance, value of I is greater than 1. Like NaCl, CaCl2, etc. Those substances which associate in the solution for associating substance, I is always less than 1, like acetic acid, formic acid, etc. But those substances which neither dissociate nor associate, for them I is equal to 1, like urea, glucose,